They say time makes a man gentler. They mistake my stillness for mercy. Time didn't make me gentle. It burned away my anger and left behind a flawless machine. I used to wear my fury like a weapon drawn. Thought I had to crush every threat before dawn. Every insult needed a violent reply. Every challenge I had to publicly die. But anger is a liability, loud and blind. It clouds the vision of a tactical mind. Back then I mistook the roar of the crowd for the absolute power I hold right now. The years didn't make me softer. They made me lethal. Time made me surgical. Not loud enough to track, just cold enough to know exactly when to attack. The ambition still operates deep in my soul. It simply evolved into absolute control. Time made me surgical and stripped the emotion from my throne. Watch the old rival slowly disappear. I don't need a weapon when I weaponize the fear. Capital flows while the amateurs flex. I am 3 moves ahead in this corporate hex. I shake their hands while I freeze the accounts. Watch the panic multiply as the leverage mounts. The younger boss wants his name in the streets. I want the monopoly signed in the suites. Patience isn't something you find. It is the ultimate weapon of the mastermind. Time made me surgical. Not loud enough to track, just cold enough to know exactly when to attack. The ambition still operates deep in my soul. It simply evolved into absolute control. Time made me surgical and stripped the emotion from my throne. Amateurs confuse silence with hesitation. They have never seen a monarch who could start a war, choosing instead to dismantle the enemy from the inside out. That is not weakness. That is execution. No anger, no wasted moves, just precision, just elimination. Time made me surgical, like water cutting stone. Without rushing the process, operating perfectly alone. Now I leave fewer fingerprints behind. I carry no grudges, I just paralyze their mind. If the board reset and the gate seen the rivals carry empires on their backs, work until the global network started to crack. Smile through the corporate panic they never named, then disappear before the syndicate was blamed. They stood tall for the cameras and the press, held the illusion without confessing the stress. But I saw the invisible scars they tried to hide, the vulnerabilities bleeding deep inside. The strongest shoulders in the boardroom light are the easiest targets in the dead of night. Strength is not about hiding your tears, it is about having absolutely zero fears. The rivals break in private, where no media can reach, where the panic finally hits them, and my leverage exploits the breach. They break because they are fragile, because they carried the illusion of power too long. I calculate in private and greet the sunrise, untouched and strong. I track the cartel boss parked beside the lake, a crumbling syndicate, a fatal mistake. No audience, no corporate explanations, just a broken man facing my negotiations. He isn't asking for sympathy or a hand, he finally understands who dictates the land. While he sheds his tears in the morning fog, I transfer his billions through the digital law. Tears don't pay the debts, emotions make you blind. I leave a shattered empire far behind. Even the greatest monopolies fall when I decide to collect the call. The rivals break in private, where no media can reach, where the panic finally hits them, and my leverage exploits the breach. They break because they are fragile, because they carried the illusion of power too long. I calculate in private and greet the sunrise, untouched and strong. The world teaches amateurs to hide their flaws, the underworld teaches me to rewrite the laws. There is a difference. One is panic, the other is absolute control. No mercy, no audience, no hesitation, just execution. I calculate in private, then quietly oversee the grid, not to hide the man I am, but to secure everything I did. I strike deeply, I win completely, I rule coldly, and still I choose efficiency. Because absolute power is not measured by how much a man feels, it is measured by how much he can eliminate without a single heartbeat skipped. The rivals cry when no one is looking, that is exactly when I destroy them. Perfect silence. Let the politicians chase the applause. Let the executives beg for the spotlight. Fame is just a target painted on your back. Power is silent, and I operate in the dark. Executive chase and public highs. I wore the tailored suit to observe the game before I realized the trap of fame. They collect the press like golden trophies, stack them high upon a shelf. Funny how the public profile only weakens the empire itself. The boardroom stood and cheered, but the unseen architect engineered the fall. Control sounds better than applause, better than another public ovation, better than the media calling my name without knowing who funds the nation. I traded every spotlight shining bright for absolute power under the night. Control sounds better than applause, because shadows never asked me to perform. I calculate the margins, liquidate the assets before the market hardens. Keep the profile zero, let the proxies take the heat while I orchestrate the panic from the penthouse suite. They want the magazine covers, I want the infrastructure. Tear apart the syndicate and redefine the structure. Walking away, no, I dictate the terms. Absolute silence while the competition burns. Fame makes noise, power whispers. I mastered the frequency. Control sounds better than applause, better than another public ovation, better than the media calling my name without knowing who funds the nation. I traded every spotlight shining bright for absolute power under the night. Control sounds better than applause, because shadows never asked me to perform. One day the applause fades, the headlines disappear, the indictments clear the room. Then it is just them facing the bankruptcy, and me holding the deeds. No stage, no spotlight, just a steady cash flow and a flawless alibi. Control sounds better than applause, better than winning in a public fight at the cost of stepping into the light. Now I measure wealth by encrypted files, by silent takeovers and offshore miles, by the freedom to erase what threatens my reign without leaving a single trace of pain. If no one knows my name tomorrow, but I still dictate the global scale, that is enough. The world chases louder victories. I take the silent ones every time. Perfect silence. their assets across borders. They think distance provides security, but the global market is a closed loop, and I hold the key. I've tracked their funds across the globe, dismantling networks they tried to probe. Different cities, different corporate fronts, different targets for my silent hunts. Every offshore haven promised a wall, but I engineered the protocol. They tried to hide behind a foreign state, but my algorithms seal their fate. The jurisdictions shift their lines, but the syndicate maintains the design. Every horizon looks the same at night. When you manipulate the satellite light, they keep on running toward a safe retreat, but I own the ground beneath their feet. Every horizon looks the same at night, just another sector in my line of sight. And somewhere between the borders they crossed, they realized the war was already lost. Stock value fade behind, erasing the empires they designed. They thought immunity lived in foreign banks, thought they could quietly break the ranks. But sanctuary is an illusion here, it doesn't exist in another hemisphere. You carry the debt wherever you go, and I am the one who runs the show. The global servers process the trade, and every rival is swallowed by the shade. Every horizon looks the same at night. When you manipulate the satellite light, they keep on running toward a safe retreat, but I own the ground beneath their feet. Every horizon looks the same at night, just another sector in my line of sight. And somewhere between the borders they crossed, they realized the war was already lost. I met a rival in a penthouse suite. He offered a fraction to avoid defeat. He said every market is a chance to run. I told him the acquisition was already done. His empire dissolved long before the dawn. Every horizon looks the same at night. When you command the straight back to me. The servers sing, the borders erase, perfect silence. The civilians sleep because they trust the system. The watchdogs sleep because they are blind. I stay awake because I own both of them. The city sleeps beneath the digital haze. Firewalls flicker through the corporate maze. Shell companies drift down offshore lanes, while I quietly extract the final gains. The markets close, the daylight is gone. The politicians have all moved on, but the syndicate never shuts down. I wear the midnight silence like a crown. Every hidden legend knows my name. Every rival burns inside the flame. I am the last man awake tonight, watching the global markets bleed out white. No regulators left to track the flight, just offshore accounts and satellite lights. I am the last man awake tonight, manipulating every wrong and right, while the federal watchdogs dream away. I am the apex predator at play. An encrypted drive inside my coat, blackmail files on the men who vote. Some were bought, some turned to dust. There is nobody left I need to trust. The algorithms move like phantom trains, laundering capital through unseen veins. They say that life is not about control. I say you buy the world and own it whole. The midnight hour asks no questions here. It only breeds the architects of fear. I am the last man awake tonight, watching the global markets bleed out white. No regulators left to track the flight, just offshore accounts and satellite lights. I am the last man awake tonight, manipulating every wrong and right, while the federal watchdogs dream away. I am the apex predator at play. Somewhere out there, a naive fool still believes in the golden rule. He doesn't know the game is rigged. He doesn't know the graves I dig. I am the last man awake tonight. The evidence is gone, the data survives. No witnesses, no grand disguise, just absolute power in the dark. I am the last man awake tonight, untouchable when the stars lose sight, and when the morning finally brings the light, I Some exits lead to new towns. Others lead to a new version of yourself. I still remember exit 21, a little diner, coffee, midnight sun. I thought I was only passing through, didn't know life was passing too. Another exit years ago, where I packed everything I own, left behind a job, a dream, a name, and drove into the pouring rain. Funny how a simple turn can redraw everything ahead. A different road, a different view, a different man behind the wheel. We think we're leaving places. Sometimes we're leaving old versions of ourselves. Every exit changed me. Every road I chose to leave took something from my hands and placed something stronger underneath. Some goodbyes became freedom, some endings became my star. Every exit changed me, 1 mile at a time. Cities full of noise and quiet houses filled with ghosts. Walked away from easy comfort to protect what mattered most. Not every departure felt heroic, most of them just felt hard. One foot after another with a hopeful, weathered heart. Looking back through the windshield, I don't miss every place I've known, but I'm thankful for each exit that refused to let me stay the same. Life doesn't always ask if you're ready, it simply points to the next exit. Every exit changed me. Not every turn was mine to choose, but every mile that followed taught me something I couldn't lose. The map grew older with me, the road became my guide. Every exit changed me, and I wouldn't erase a single drive. The hardest exits were never marked on signs. They were the moments you realized you couldn't become who you were meant to be by staying where you were. Turn the wheel, take the exit, trust the road, keep moving. Every exit changed me, some through heartbreak, some through hope, some through lonely winter nights, some through learning how to cope. Now I don't fear another turn or roads I've never seen, 'cause every exit life has given me has led me somewhere I needed to be. Every exit changed me. And every mile was worth becoming. Don't be afraid. underworld has eyes everywhere. Loyalty is just a variable in the equation. I thought my lieutenant was secure. The intel proved otherwise. The neon buzzed above the private door. I took my seat on the marble floor. He poured the usual, a quiet blend, knowing this was where the partnership ends. Looked me in the eye and slid it near. An encrypted drive, the data was clear. The offshore wires and the secret meets. A betrayal planned on my own streets. He didn't ask what went wrong tonight. He just wiped the glass in the dim light. The bartender knew before I did. The partner turned, I just had to admit it. He was holding on to stolen funds, thinking he could outsmart my guns. The bartender knew before I did. The contract was breached, the trust diminished, and no amount of leverage can save a traitor heading for a quiet grave. The target kept talking like the line was secure, like his corporate laundering was perfectly pure. My fixer kept listening calm and still, like a surgeon waiting to make the kill. Then he pointed to the empty chair and said the asset is no longer there. The room went quiet, the network slowed, and the execution order finally showed. Sometimes the watchers see things clear when we are too focused on the upper tier. The bartender knew before I did. The partner turned, I just had to admit it. He was holding on to stolen funds, thinking he could outsmart my guns. The bartender knew before I did. The contract was breached, the trust diminished, and no amount of leverage can save a traitor heading for a quiet grave. He said traitors do not turn all at once. First they hide the margins in silence, then they meet the rivals in the dark. The consequence just comes later. I stared into the amber glow and gave the signal to let him go. The bartender knew before I did that loyalty dies without permission, that some accounts close without a sound when the body is buried underground. The bartender knew before I did, but he let me make the call on my own, because every architect has a night like this, when he eliminates the risk and operates alone. The encrypted drive is erased. 1,000 scars nobody knows. The city talks, the city lies, selling dreams beneath neon skies. But I learned early what matters most: a steady hand when the storm gets close. I don't need a throne to know my worth. I built my kingdom here on earth. I'm a king without a crown, no castle walls, no fame around. I stand my ground when the lights go down. A king without a crown, no servants here, no royal name, just lessons learned through loss and pain. The world keeps spinning, I stay the same. A king without a crown. Shadows that never stay. I've raised a glass to the fallen few and carried ghosts like gentlemen do. The rich may own the city's gold, but they can't buy a heart that's whole. When everything is stripped away, character is the price you pay. The strongest steel survives the flame. That's how a man earns his name. I'm a king without a crown, no castle walls, no fame around. I stand my ground when the lights go down. The king without a crown, no servants here, no royal name, just lessons learned through loss and pain. The world keeps spinning, I stay the same. A king without a crown. No applause in the dead of night. No one sees the private fights, but every scar beneath my skin reminds me where I've always been. I don't need the world to understand. A quiet man can still command. I'm a king without a crown, no golden throne to weigh me down. The rain keeps falling on this town, still I wear no crown. The years may bend these tired bones, but I'll never bow to what I don't own. When my final sunset comes around, I'll leave this world a king without a crown. Slow guitar bends. Thunder in the distance. There was a time I feared the silence. I'd leave the TV on all night, anything to keep the shadows talking, anything to drown out my own mind. I'd fill my days with noise and motion, crowded bars and empty friends, running from the man has a patient hand. It teaches what no one else can. The quiet became my friend. Somewhere between the whiskey and the rain, when all the voices disappeared and I was left alone with the pain. The quiet became my friend. It never lied, it never pretended. It showed me truths I didn't wanna see, until they finally set me free. I learned the language of midnight, the hum of tires on distant roads, the sound of old regrets dissolving like cigarette smoke through a broken window. The city still shines outside my door, but I don't chase it anymore. I've made peace with empty rooms and conversations with the moon. Funny how the thing I feared the most became the place I call home. The quiet became my friend. When the applause faded in the end, when the crowds moved on to someone new, and I finally heard what was true. The quiet became my friend. Not because the world stopped hurting, but because I stopped fighting. Every feeling buried within. One night I sat in the dark, no music, no drink, no disguise, just me. And every mistake I'd ever made, I thought the silence would judge me. Instead, it listened. Became my friend. The kind that stays when others leave, the kind that asks for nothing but honesty. The quiet became my friend. And now when midnight comes again, I don't run from the empty space. I sit beside it like an old friend. Single guitar notes echo in the dark. Rain softens to a whisper. The city glows far away. I used to think elimination was just an event, a frozen account, a message I sent, a wiped out drive, a sealed vault door, and then you move on, nothing more. But the underground has a different design. I absorb the assets of those who resign. A rival's network, a laundering scheme. legacy is strictly mine. Every departure left something behind, a ledger, a sector, a piece of their mind. Some left their capital, some left their pride, some left the leverage I carry inside. Every departure left something behind, like offshore accounts that only I find. They never walk away the same when the syndicate fully erases their name. The old boss left a volatile crown and a habit of burning competitors down. The first trader left a lesson so clear, a reason to operate strictly on fear. A former partner left an empty seat at a private table high above the street and every empire I thought I would break is just another territory I reshaped. The rivals fall, the monopolies change, but my absolute power remains. Every departure left something behind, a ledger, a sector, a piece of their mind. Some left their capital, some left their pride, some left the leverage I carry inside. Every departure left something behind, like offshore accounts that only I find. They never walk away the same when the syndicate fully erases their name. I used to count the assets I gained, the boardrooms crossed, the rivals drained. Then one night, looking at the global grid, I realized exactly what my algorithms did. They never truly left the game. The capital flows under my name, in the hostile moves I make, in the territories I take. Every departure left something behind, a piece of their empire woven into mine. The years may blur the corporate dates, but not the wealth that the predator dictates. Every departure left something behind, and that is the price of the ultimate win. They lose the power, the money, the dream, and leave it all to the machine. The assets merge, the rivals fade. Perfect silence. The weak mourn their losses. They weep over severed ties and burnt bridges. I do not mourn, I calculate the return on investment. Every liability I cut loose made the throne more secure. I used to track the alliances that broke, the syndicates that went up in smoke, the boardrooms that closed without a sound, the competitors I buried underground. I carried the intel like a loaded gun, a shadow monopoly second to none. thinking mercy was a debt I could repay, until I finally stripped it all away. Then one night, beneath the encrypted light, I saw the architecture in black and white. What I eliminated made me stronger. Not when it happened, not right away. It took years of precision and calculated play to understand the absolute price I paid. What I eliminated made me stronger. Every severed tie, every hostile war didn't leave me vulnerable or blind. It locked the final vault door. The lieutenant who tried to take my crown taught me how to burn a network down. The insider who vanished when the order came taught me who to permanently erase from the game. The naive illusions I used to hold forced me to turn the operation cold, and the silent battles I engineered taught the global market what to fear. Some lessons come dressed as a financial drain. Only later do they solidify the rain. What I eliminated made me stronger. Every severed tie, every hostile war didn't leave me vulnerable or blind. It locked the final vault door. What I eliminated made me stronger. Though the board was chaotic back then, the liabilities that nearly cost the throne built the untouchable empire again. If I could speak to the younger man, operating blind in the dark, I would tell him, you are gonna shed things. Allies, illusions, versions of yourself. It will require absolute ruthlessness. But do not let it make you hesitate. Let it make you lethal. What I eliminated made me stronger. Not because the sacrifice is a noble art, but because I chose to execute the plan with a completely mechanical heart. What I eliminated made me stronger. Now when the midnight servers spin, I toast to every liability I dropped, for teaching me how to win. The liabilities fade. The empire stands. Perfect silence. They see me sitting by the window, one chair, one drink, one fading light, and they assume the silence hurts me, that I'm just passing time tonight. They don't hear the conversation between the shadows and my mind, the old regrets, the quiet lessons, the things daylight leaves behind. Some people fear the empty space. I finally learned to embrace it. I'm not lonely, just listening to the sound of my soul settling into the echoes of roads I've traveled. the truth beneath the noise. Sometimes the loudest answers come when the whole world loses its voice. The city hums beyond the glass like a distant radio station, but I've heard enough of everybody else. Tonight I'm keeping my own company. The rain taps softly on the rooftop, like an old friend dropping by. No demands, no expectations, just a reason to sit a while. Funny how peace arrived one day, disguised as an empty room. I'm not lonely, just listening to memories fading into grace, to the younger man I used to be, still wandering somewhere in this place. I'm not lonely, just listening to the heartbeat beneath the scars, learning that contentment often lives in the quiet between the stars. There was a time I filled every silence with music, whiskey, someone new. Anything to avoid hearing myself. Now the silence doesn't frighten me, because after all these years I finally like the man who's speaking. I'm not lonely, just listening to the life that carried me this far, to every loss that taught me wisdom, to every wound that left a mark. I'm not lonely, just listening while the midnight settles in, and for the first time in a long time I don't need saving, I just need this moment. Slow guitar bends beneath the rain. Neon reflections on wet pavement. The city breathing in the distance. Used to hate an empty table, used to fear an empty room. Thought happiness was always waiting in somebody else's shoes. So I chased crowds through neon evenings, bought rounds for people I barely knew, laughing loud enough to hide the silence, running from the truth. I spent years searching everywhere for a piece that wasn't there. The best company I ever had was myself. After everyone else became a memory on the shelf. When the music stopped and the lights burned low, I found a man I never really known. The best company I ever had was myself. No lies to sell, no mask to wear, just an honest soul beneath the scars, learning how to enjoy the dark. Sat alone in roadside diners, watched the sunrise through motel glass. Drove for hours without a destination, just letting old ghosts pass. Funny how solitude changes once you stop calling it loneliness. What used to feel like an empty space became a place to rest. The world kept telling me to belong, but some men find themselves alone. The best company I ever had was myself. After the heartbreaks and the farewell bells, when every distraction finally disappeared, I learned how to listen instead of hear. The best company I ever had was myself. The only man who stayed through every hell, every wrong turn, every midnight doubt, every road in, every road out. One night the bartender asked me, "You waiting for someone?" I looked around the room, at the empty chair, the untouched second glass, the door that never opened, and I smiled. No, not anymore. The best company I ever had was myself. Not because I stopped loving anybody else, but because I finally learned to stay when everyone else walked away. The best company I ever had was myself. And that's a hard-earned kind of wealth. No matter where these highways end, I'll never travel alone again. Slow guitar under a fading neon sign. The city settling into silence. A man finishing his drink, unhurried. The weak mourn their losses. They weep over severed ties and burnt bridges. I do not mourn, I calculate the return on investment. Every liability I cut loose made the throne more secure. Competitors are buried underground. I carried the intel like a loaded gun. A shadow monopoly second to none. Thinking mercy was a debt I could repay, until I finally stripped it all away. And one night beneath the encrypted light, I saw the architecture in black and white. What I eliminated made me stronger. Not when it happened, not right away. It took years of precision, calculated play to understand the absolute price I paid. What I eliminated made me stronger. Every severed tie, outsider who vanished when the order came. Taught me who to permanently erase from the game. The naive illusions I used to hold forced me to turn the operation cold. And the silent battles I engineered taught the global market what to fear. Some lessons come dressed as a financial drain. Only later do they solidify the rain. What I eliminated made me stronger. Every severed tie, every hostile war didn't leave me vulnerable or blind. It locked the final vault door. What I eliminated made me stronger. Though the board was chaotic back then, the liabilities that nearly cost the throne built the untouchable empire again. If I could speak to the younger man, operating blind in the dark, I would tell him, you are going to shed things, allies, illusions, versions of yourself. It will require absolute ruthlessness, but do not let it make you hesitate. Let it make you lethal. What I eliminated made me stronger, not because the sacrifice is a noble art, but because I chose to execute the plan with a completely mechanical heart. What I eliminated made me stronger. Now when the midnight servers spin, I toast to every liability I dropped for teaching me how to win. The liabilities fade, the empire stands. Perfect silence.
They build their glass towers over our old safe houses. They think they paved over the past, but the infrastructure knows who laid the foundation. The city belongs to me. The city changed its face again. New corporate towers where my rivals had been. The old safe house, the smuggling door. They wiped the records from the floor. The civilians rush with lowered heads, financing their lives on my silent debts. Nobody stops, nobody stares, nobody knows I own the shares. But when the midnight grid comes down, I am the absolute architect of this town. The streetlights still remember the nights I built this empire in the cold. The offshore accounts inside my pocket, and the politicians I have sold. The streetlights still remember every hostile road I chose to take. Though the public moved on without me, they don't see the fortunes that I make. There is a concrete pillar by the river bend where I had a meeting with a former friend. We swore we would rule this town someday.
ledger keeps my name. The street lights still remember the nights I built this empire in the cold. The offshore accounts inside my pocket, and the politicians I have sold. The street lights still remember every hostile road I chose to take. Though the public moved on without me, they don't see the fortunes that I made. Amateurs fear being forgotten. They want their statues in the square. True power is a shadow. It operates perfectly in the dark. The street lights still remember the phantom who walked beneath their glow. The monarch who learned that strength is silent and burying the rivals deep below. The street lights still remember, though nobody dares to speak my name. And that is exactly how I rule. I don't need recognition, I own the game. The street lights dim. The grid is secure. Perfect silence. Perfect cover for what I had to do. Tapping softly on the penthouse glass while the offshore wire went through. I poured a drink and took my seat. Watched the city grid blur away. The rain never asked about the collateral. It just washes the tracks away. Allies compromise and rivals fold, but the midnight storm does what it's told. The rain makes a better accomplice than the fixers I have known. It doesn't question the execution when I am operating alone. The rain makes a better accomplice. It obscures without a word, and somehow in the falling drops, the sirens are never heard. Tables with the cartel chiefs who only boasted of their wealth, and I have watched their empires dissolve when I liquidated them by stealth. But the rain against the rooftop never tries to change my mind, never asks me where the bodies are or the assets I left behind. It asked for nothing in return. It only watches the city burn. The rain makes a better accomplice than the fixers I have known. It doesn't question the execution when I am operating alone. The rain makes a better accomplice. It obscures without a word, and somehow in the falling drops, the sirens are never heard. Tonight the surveillance grid feels distant, lost behind a curtain of gray. And I am grateful, because the storm understands something the feds don't. Silence isn't empty. It is the sound of absolute control. The rain makes a better accomplice when the neon starts to fade, when the competitors walk in uninvited and are swallowed by the shade. The rain makes a better accomplice than the syndicates I used to chase, because every drop that hits the glass erases the final trace. The rain keeps falling, the evidence is gone. Perfect silence.
They ask if I ever miss the man I used to be, the one with a conscience, the one with limits. I tell them the truth. A conscience is a liability I could no longer afford. Reflection in the penthouse glass, watching the city traffic pass, cold in my eyes, tailored in black, a mastermind who never looks back. I stood there longer than I should have, remembering the rookie I used to be, the one who thought the system was fair, the one who cared about the casualty. He wasn't wiser, he wasn't strong, he just didn't know where he belonged. I think of who I used to be sometimes, the hesitation, the moral lines, before I learned how heavy power can get, before I traded mercy for the net. I think of who I used to be sometimes, not because I want the life again, but to remind myself what I had to kill, to become the architect of the pain. Was a bond, every contract was a sacred song, every rival was just a face, waiting to compete in a fair embrace. Now I know how the markets break, how much capital it takes to persuade, how some hostile takeovers leave no survivors, and how the underground ledgers never fade. The years gave answers, that is true, but they demanded a sacrifice too. I think of who I used to be sometimes, the hesitation, the moral lines, before I learned how heavy power can get, before I traded mercy for the net. I think of who I used to be sometimes, not because I want that life again, but to remind myself what I had to kill, to become the architect of the pain. If that younger man walked through the door tonight, stepped out of the past and into my light, he wouldn't recognize the throne I made. He would be terrified of the shade and the monster fears I learned how to control. I think of who I used to be sometimes, when the servers hum and the market climbs, when old illusions drift through the air and the silence catches me unaware. I think of who I used to be sometimes, but I wouldn't trade this empire away, because that young man was a liability, and this monarch learned how to stay. The boy is dead. The crown remains. Perfect silence. Dum 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 dum. Up 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 here. Up up. The city finally lowers its voice. The traffic fades, the phones go dark. The world stops asking things from me and leaves me alone with my thoughts. Neon reflections on wet pavements, a whiskey resting in my hand. No deadlines, no expectations, just the quiet and a tired man. Some people fear the coming dark. I wait for it all day long. Midnight is my favorite hour, when the masks come falling down, when the noise gives up its power and silence takes the crown. Midnight is my favorite hour, where the truth don't need a name. The whole world finally slows enough for me to hear myself again. I've watched 1,000 sunsets vanish and 1,000 mornings arrive too soon, but there's something about the space between that feels more honest than noon. The streets belong to dreamers now, to taxi lights and drifting rain, to old souls carrying old stories, trying to make peace with yesterday. The moon hangs low above the town, like an old friend checking in. Midnight is my favorite hour, where memories visit without demand, not to haunt me like they used to, just to shake my hand. Midnight is my favorite hour, when regrets lose their sting, and the ghosts I've spent years fighting finally stop arguing. People think I stay up late because I can't sleep. Truth is, I stay awake because midnight feels like the only time the world stops pretending. Midnight is my favorite hour, no spotlight, no crowd, no show, just a man and everything he learned from the long road home. Midnight is my favorite hour, the one place I still feel free, because somewhere beyond
yesterday and tomorrow. I get to simply be slow guitar echoing through an empty street, rain tapping softly on a cafe window, a distant train crossing the edge of town.
Never know by looking at the suit, the silent execution, the absolute truth. I shake their hands with quiet confidence, while quietly dismantling their defense. I smile when the cartel bosses laugh, already slicing their empire in half. Drive back to the penthouse in the midnight rain, having orchestrated an international drain. Not every storm lives in the open sky. Some are engineered by the digital eye. The weak pray to survive the storm. I am the one who dictates its form. I strictly control the weather. Market crashes behind my steady eyes. Liquidations buried in the silence. Hostile takeovers hidden by a smile. Still I show up at the boardroom morning, giving the syndicate absolutely zero warning. I strictly control the weather and watch the absolute destruction fall on them. Watch the rivals drown when the hurricane hits. I freeze their accounts while the syndicate splits. No pain in my language, no bitterness found. Just the sound of the empire burning to the ground. I close the doors they never wanted shut. Dead capital with a surgical cut. The rain feels like a victory song, a reminder that they never belonged. I change the seasons with a keystroke strike, wiping out the competition in the dead of night. Absolute power isn't built in the light, it is secured in the darkest night. I strictly control the weather. Market crashes behind my steady eyes. Liquidations buried in the silence. Hostile takeovers hidden by a smile. Still I show up at the boardroom morning, giving the syndicate absolutely zero warning. I strictly control the weather and watch the absolute destruction fall on them. Strength isn't surviving the storm, it is locking your rivals outside, watching the floodwaters rise and maintaining a perfect profit margin. Heavy clouds, steady hands, frozen accounts, total command. I strictly control the weather, not because the universe handed me the rain, but because I engineer the perfect domain. The rain may soak their crumbling streets, the wind may tear apart their fleets, but I watch
silence.
She smiles upon your syndicate. Next day she permanently buries you. I have seen lucky men lose their grip, seen the desperate trying to survive. And I learned early in the underground, luck does not keep the empire alive. When the market crashes and the numbers fall down, only the architect remains in this town. I trust the leverage more than luck, more than promises, more than chance. Luck may find them for a fleeting moment, but the strategy dictates the dance. I trust the leverage more than luck. Every asset seized, every rival paid for, because what I built with absolute control cannot be breached. At the vault door, I have had algorithms fail in the digital rain. I have navigated through the federal lines. I have missed the hostile takeover by inches and quietly adjusted the corporate designs. But every setback was a measured variable, every detour a calculated sign, and every anomaly in the global market eventually fell perfectly into line. Fortune comes and fortune goes, but the ledger follows the man who knows. I trust the leverage more than luck, more than promises, more than chance. Luck may find them for a fleeting moment, but the strategy dictates the dance. I trust the leverage more than luck. Every asset seized, every rival paid for, because what I built with absolute control cannot be breached. At the vault door, I met a rival in a penthouse suite. He swore his lucky streak would last. I met a fixer in the underground who trusted nothing but the data. Years later, the rival's empire is erased, and the fixer works for me. I trust the leverage more than luck, because luck is a liability, not a friend. It might sit beside them for a little while, but I control exactly how their story ends. I trust the leverage more than luck, because the market never gave me anything free. It demanded ruthless, absolute execution, and in return, it gave me the monopoly. The variables are eliminated. The outcome is certain. Perfect silence.